Welcome back to Stock Talk Trades. And if you guys are coming from TikTok, thank you guys so much. Let's jump right into this and consider subscribing so we can get more content like this. Bitcoin is not going anywhere unless this is a false move to the downside. That's what I believe, and this is why it's not what a lot of people are saying. Oh, it's continue up. We're above the EMAs. We're going no, because what people fail to realize is that people in the past doing price market or doing analysis on stocks and in the markets, they look at volume and price, not the price action. They look at what the price is and how much volume it took to move it. We saw let's look at relative volume for a second. See how we're on the weekly chart for Bitcoin. We move this candle this much with this much volume. That's a relative candle volume. This is good. This is showing us validation for this candle. We have smaller volume, it moves it small. We have a very smaller volume with an increasing in spread. See how this candle is larger, not the wicks, but just from the open to close. See how this is larger on light volume? That is an indication that the market's getting weak. So you have increasing volume with a smaller spread than this one. There's another anomaly, indicating the market might be getting weak. See how we have a smaller volume with a small spread. That's good. Light volume with the bigger spread. Okay, now it's starting to ring some alarm bells. And we have light volume with the small spread. This is good. This is also how you could have, and also like the 3 white soldiers, whatever it is. I think that's for the reverse. I don't even know. But this is a continuation of nice bull flag or whatever, not including the wicks. Then we have a nice strong volume. That's just to give you guys some reference for what I'm about to talk about and how it's going to save you from hardship. And it's called volume price analysis. So if you use volume price analysis and technical analysis, you can master both. So see how there's such large volume to move these candles like this much? Like, see how high this volume bar is for this big of a spread? Well, this candle has the same amount of spread, but it is very light volume, very light, indicating that this is manipulation. And if we go ahead and use this as a reference, we have very light volume with a smaller spread. Okay, that makes sense. Or, okay, yeah, we have very slight volume with a very small spread, a little bit extra volume with a big spread. There's an anomaly. There's alarm bells kind of coming off. And we have smaller volume on a smaller spread. That makes sense. Now we have larger volume with a small spread. Again, this candle doesn't close, so this is not defined yet. But if it closes at this price, or if it closes anywhere smaller than this spread, this is a bull trap. Because we don't have the volume to actually continue higher. Since we have an increase in volume here with a smaller spread, this is meaning that the sellers are also jumping in, so it's not going to have a large spread, indicating that we're going to continue downward. We have a lot of selling volume, but with a very low spread. Again, you have to look at the volume price analysis. Volume is more important than technical analysis. Volume and price is more important than patterns. Patterns actually occur because of volume price analysis and how people are looking at it. And the market makers are also indicating volume. You can see what other people are doing. This is a bull trap. Unless we really hold above this $37,000, $38,000 level, we'll have to see as it comes, because no one has a magic wand. But what we can see from how trends work is that either there is a uptrend and it continues higher. Nice, we hold this uptrend. Or, for this uptrend to be valid and continue higher, we have to break this previous high. If we don't, we have 1 touch, 2 touch. Let's say we make a new high and come back and touch it. Perfect. We have the 3rd touch. Well, 1, 2, 3. Now at this point, after the 3rd touch, if we make a higher or a lower high, we're going to break the downtrend. That's just how trends play out. because we're doing volume price analysis. We have increasing volume come up, indicating that the uptrend is valid, but we have decreasing volume. This indicates that the market makers and traders believe that it is not a valid reason to jump in on the play, and that is just a false move to the upside. So if we go ahead and let's get off a log scale, it's going to be a little bit different, but if we go ahead and because just for the purpose, if we use this and then we take the average of this previous price, so we're going to say right here, we have room down to around $20,000. $20,000. And you know exactly what that lines up with? The 20 EMA or the 200 SMA. Let's get the 200 SMA real quick. It's the EMA. This would line up almost perfectly with the 200 SMA. Yes, the 200 SMA is at $15,000. But as we're going to continue to come down, it's still above the 200 SMA, indicating that the 200 SMA is going to still come up. See how we're in a downtrend, but the SMA is still rising. That is a very good sign that we're going to actually continue lower. And even if we don't, we continue higher, we have to break this previous high because buyers stepping in, there's more buyers, that means that we're bullish. Okay, now the sellers are stepping in. Now the buyers need to take back control and continue higher and take control over this previous high. If we don't, we know that the sellers are now taking control if we don't make a new high off this downtrend bounce. If we make a new high and kind of, I'll leave that one. If we don't make a new high, maybe kind of come up here and then come down, I would expect that we are going to break this downtrend. I will not buy in if we don't make a new high. And again, people are buying at the top, Yes, I mean, okay. I'm not talking about Bitcoin buying it. I'm talking about actual trading. If it doesn't make a new high, there's a lot of more sellers. There's more sellers. Then maybe we'll see a nice higher, a lower high. And then we have 1 point, 2 points, 3 points. And on the fourth point, you have an 80-20 setup if we don't make a new high to crack to the downside. Now, really just be careful. Bitcoin is not bullish at the moment. If you want me to do more videos like this and go over more volume price analysis over different crypto stocks, let me know what you think. Because this is a very, very important topic that not a lot of people are talking about. They're using all these indicators. They're saying there's in this patterns. Patterns only work because you use volume price analysis. It's the actual study of the market. This bull flag only works because the volume works in the actual market makers, and that's how psychology of the market works. Every single pattern, every single technical analysis pattern is fundamentally a pattern from market psychology and the way that the markets move. And you think of it as the sellers took control with lighter volume, meaning that there's little sellers. The buyers are getting out, or there's not many sellers. The buyers are selling off, but there's no really long-term sellers. And then the buyers take back control. But with this, we have very light volume, indicating that the market makers are actually not validating this move higher. It's a trap. So if you're in for the short term, I would be careful. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Consider subscribing. It helps with the channel, and you can stay up to date on your favorite cryptocurrencies. Please join the Discord down below. And if you want to learn all of these technical analysis terms, volume price analysis, and become a successful day trader, that's what I do. I'm a full-time day trader, and I invest in cryptocurrencies. Check Alpha Day Trading, link down below, and you'll get access to the best trading chat room out there. Let's just go look at some profits. Alpha, 830, 230 from another user, 86, 226. These are all profits from our members. Like, you guys can also take control of your financial future. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, like this video. Love y'all. Peace.